Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. Okay, guys, so as I said, I was going to do a movie news show at 11 o'clock and then Survivor at 11. So, due to family issues, I'm going to have to, I'll be busy this afternoon. So, I actually recorded this earlier, but for some reason, only 19 seconds of it got recorded. Now, I'm going to check to make sure that the stream looks healthy. Right here, it says stream is healthy. So we should be ready to go. It's going to be a quick show anyway, guys. There really isn't too much going on out there in the realm of movie and entertainment news. And we're going to cover this more tomorrow on the Horror Weekly Roundup. Yeah, guys, it's a bit of a long weekend. It's the weekend of the Masters. So if you're a golf fan, then there's lots of stuff out there for sports fans. I got to be honest with you. I left Friday and Saturday as flex days. Today should have been a flex day too. But we got a few headlines that we can take a look at, like the Joker sequel has wrapped. Let's talk about it. Todd Phillips celebrates Joker sequel wrapping with new photos of Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. Thanks to these two, the filmmaker posted that Joker Folie à Deux has wrapped, set for October 4th, 2024 release. So if you go over to Todd Phillips' social media, you can see that he posted a new image there of Lady Gaga, Harley Quinn. And I think it looks awesome. That elevator, is that the same elevator from the building that Arthur was from in the first movie? Because it does look vaguely familiar, right? Yeah. So he released that on his social media. I think it looks great. I think it looks like a realistic take on Harley Quinn. She's not going to be like, well, yeah, she's going to be crazy. I can't wait for it, man. And then we got that new image there of Joaquin Phoenix. Looks like he's on a transfer shuttle in between jails, probably from like the courthouse to the insane asylum or something. But it's weird that they would allow him to have his makeup on for that. Maybe it's just a sequence going on in his head. I don't know. But that dropped like 16 hours ago, so that's cool, man. Todd Phillips says that's a wrap. Thanks to these two, the cast and the best crew in the film industry. From top to bottom, going to crawl into the cave now, the edit room, and put it all together. So that's official. Joker Folie à Deux is wrapped. And what was that, March? That's about, what, a 90-day shoot? 100-day shoot, maybe? Because it started early last year, some with Joaquin, just very early. And it's wrapped now? Yeah, that's about right. But it's still got like a year, more than a year in post. More than a year in post. So that should be cool to see. What do you guys think about these images? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the Lady Gaga one or the Joaquin? Lady Gaga, Joaquin. I'm just, whatever Lady Gaga's doing, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I want to check that out. Okay, so, that's not what's supposed to be there, James. That's what should be there. I swear. I swear. All right. So, my stream health, still healthy, still excellent. All right. Super Mario Bros. Is opening up. It opened up yesterday, guys. So, box office. Super Mario Bros. Pacing is for 128 million on a 5-day opening. Some people are projecting it up to 160 million for its opening weekend. I went on and saw it. My reaction for it, my straight out of the theater reaction, is up on the channel now. And yeah, um, some more bullish pundits are predicting 140 to 150. Now, I don't think it's going to be that much. That's a lot. Um, Brooklyn Plumbers. Yeah, I had fun with this movie. I did. But you got to remember, the long weekend, it's 4 days, but for some reason it's 5 days in the States. So when it comes around on Monday and we talk about it, we'll be aware. And when we look at the box office, a normal weekend's 2 weekends, right? So 2 days on the weekend. So 5 days, 128 million for 5 days is not that bad. It did have like it says 26 million here on Hollywood Reporter, but I think it actually got like around 32 million on Wednesday, which is good. And it was busy. Like yesterday when I saw it in an early afternoon screening, and it was busy, man. It was busy. A lot of kids. It's a kids movie for sure. But yeah. Okay. So the other movie opening up besides Mario Bros is Air. Now, guys, I railed about this and I ranted about this in the earlier recording that you guys didn't get to see. So I'm having second thoughts on this because everybody that's been seeing Air has been loving it. So for me, I posted a video saying that it's going to feel like homework for me to watch. I'm not that interested in seeing the story about a movie of people who want to make shoes. And they say that nobody knew that Michael Jordan was going to be a big star. Don't sell me that BS. Don't tell me that. That you're lying to me. There's things like basketball scouts. They knew that Jordan was going to be They knew that. And to tell me that, oh, these people didn't think that Jordan was going to be big, get out of here. That doesn't pass the sniff test. So everything about it. Everybody who goes in to see this has said, oh, it's a good movie. It's one of the better movies of the year. Some people even say that it's the best movie they've seen all year. I'll see this movie, but I'm not excited to see it. I have no interest in seeing it. I'll force myself to go see it on a cheap Tuesday for half price. Half price. I will go see Air. So, where does that leave us? That leaves us with Super Mario Bros. Oh, and Bifer says, audio and video is good. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. For sure. Definitely. All right, let's set up for some Super Mario Bros. Oh, I got to reposition my poster again. And see if I can do it as well as I did last time. Because I didn't do a very good job. Well, no, I did a good job of it last time. This will be cut out later and posted up on the web later on, and that shouldn't be there. I'm just I closed one of my screens here because YouTube was having trouble with one part of it. So I'm just making sure that all my materials are ready for this. And it looks like we should be ready to go, except for some reason now we are. So the Super Mario Bros. Movie is out now, guys, and go check it out. It was a lot of fun. It truly was. I enjoyed it. I liked the movie. Okay, so know this. It's a quick 90-minute movie. It is a kid's movie. For sure, it is a kid's movie. It has a lot of nostalgia in it, though. So it's got a lot of Easter eggs in there for us older fans who grew up with the original games. A lot of fun ones, too. It says here the story of the Super Mario Bros. On their journey through the Mushroom Kingdom. Now, it's a little bit more than that. It does move fast. The pacing of this movie moves fast. But the standout is like the voice cast does a really good job here. And Chris Pratt, if you had your worries about Chris Pratt as Mario in this, that he doesn't sound like him. Don't worry about that. In the first 5 minutes, you completely forget about it because it's mostly all about Mario and Luigi. And he does a good job. You realize that, oh yeah, no, it is about kind of like the brotherhood of Mario and Luigi, and there's some heart to it. Now, yeah, as you can see there in the trailer about them working as a team, which oddly sets it up very much like that live action Mario Bros movie from like the 90s, where it was like they're a struggling business to get off the ground. They get sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom. So it's very much a basic setup like that. Do you have to play the game to understand what's going on in here? No, not whatsoever. It's simple enough. Basically, guys, from what we've seen in the trailers, we've seen this in the trailers, when they get sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom, they get separated, right? So Mario ends up in one place and Luigi ends up in the other, and it's basically them trying to get back to each other. Mario's trying to get back to Luigi. So he finds Princess Peach, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who does a great job, by the way. She does a great job. And Jack Black knocks it out of the park as Bowser. Charlie Day as Luigi is great. And who is it as Toad? Keegan-Michael Key, Toad. He did a good job as well. Yeah. It's a quick 90-minute movie. You got one mid-credit scene and one post-credit scene that you may want to stick around for. It doesn't really add anything to the story. It's just fun. And I had fun with this. Kids will have fun with this. It's a blast for sure. There are going to be things in there that'll be like, maybe the pacing is a little bit weird. Maybe, we could, like, before we have time to savor things, we're already on to the next story bit. And a lot that you've seen from the trailers and such is in the first part of the movie. It's like in the first 10 minutes. So it's kind of like, oh, well, I saw that already. But yeah, Bowser, he comes out, and Jack Black does a great job here. And hey, it's Jack Black. He's a musician. So does Bowser sing? Yes. Bowser has like a musical number in it. Peach, Peach, Peach. Because he wants to marry Peach. So yeah, he does want to get Princess Peach. He does want to kidnap her. I know that some people may complain that, isn't Princess Peach supposed to be captured and stuff? And it's all about Bowser trying to, keep her and stuff, and Mario's got to save her. No, they changed it up a little bit, and it works. It works for me. So when it gets into Rainbow Road and Mario Kart stuff, I thought that all that stuff was really fun to watch. All of this stuff was awesome. So what are people saying about this? Let's go over to the tomato meter and see. 53% by the critics, 96% by the audience. And that's... I'm surprised that the critics rating is so low. I'm going to refresh. I don't believe that. 53, 96 by the audience. It's a fun time at the movies, guys. That's what I would say. 53% is a little bit low. It does have those points where it's kind of like, well, maybe the story is a little bit bland, but not really. It's 90 minutes, so it moves fast. Is it anything groundbreaking? No. So 53% is it's way low. Let's see what some of the snapshot reviews have said and see if we agree with them. Boston Globe says, this isn't a movie, it's a checklist of fan expectations. No, I don't agree with that. Fan expectations. Another bad review from New York Magazine. It's all dispiritingly rote, aside from bursts of weird vitality whenever the film veers into action out of the games. Get out of here with that nonsense. Let's take a look at a good one. In terms of servicing fans who want more of their Super Mario Bros. Than they get at home or in an arcade, the movie gets the job done. And that's a positive review? Come on. Give me a good one. Toronto Star. There we go. Canadian. The new film is so colorful, sweet, and playful, while ultimately insubstantial. What? That's a good one. Insubstantial. Going to its being handed a bowl of Fruit Loops cereal too much on it. What the heck are you talking about? Fruit Loops and bag of popcorn? Get out of here with that nonsense. Now, where do I stay on this, guys? Obviously, I don't think it's a 5.3 out of 10. I don't think it's a 9.6 either. So I'm going to obviously have to be a more measured response in here in calling the Super Mario Bros. A 7 out of 10. And it's a fun movie, guys. It's nothing groundbreaking. The weakest part for me was probably Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Like, his voice was maybe the one that I would say, yeah, out of all of them, I think he probably had the weakest part. But it's just fun. They have fun with all the power-ups, explaining how the world works. And yeah, things are just floating there. It's just a fun trip down memory lane for me. Bowser, yeah, no Koopalings, but it was fun. They left the door open, obviously, for more. And there's going to be more, because Super Mario Bros. Is tracking well. Despite what the critics are saying, it's tracking for a big opening, right? Pacing for 128 million on a 5-day opening weekend. Some people say around 160. Guys, Mario Bros, lots of fun, lots of Easter eggs in there. Just have some popcorn and relax and laugh and go, okay, they actually got it somewhat right. It's not mind-blowing or anything, but you're just going to have fun with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Okay, guys, what did you think about it? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Yeah, you don't have to play the game to understand what's going on in this movie. See you next time on Mirror Domains. Okay, let's take some live comments, and this is a movie that doesn't really need to have spoilers. I would say this, like a spoiler discussion. You don't need to say, oh, this happened in the plot, and if we talk about it, it's going to be like some revelation. No, it's not going to be like that. Pfeiffer says some may Super Mario Bros. Borrow Disney Frozen movie plot. Oh well, I haven't watched Frozen yet, so I don't know. Frozen is up on the movie poll right now. So next week we're going to do another Grumpy Man Reacts, and Frozen is in the poll for that. So if you go over to the community tab, you should be able to vote for Inside Out, Frozen, or Moana. And next Tuesday, Grumpy Man will react to it. Well, we'll react to it, because I haven't seen these movies. So connecting it to Frozen could be that could be a good connection. I put Moana on there because it was announced this week that there's going to be a live action Moana, which I'm kind of dubious about. I don't know if that's going to work for people, but yeah. Post-credit scene, nothing too outrageous. Yoshi, yeah. Pretty common stuff. Okay, so what's next? I was just going through the Screen Rant stuff this morning, and I scrolled by this story. Jack Black and Lizzo in The Mandalorian. We need to talk about this, because we watched The Mandalorian yesterday, and I was one of the people that actually liked the episode, mostly because of Mando and Bo-Katan. And I said in my review that if somebody were to complain about this episode being a filler episode because they go on these side missions, and if somebody were to complain about that, I couldn't argue against it. It was, but I didn't mind it because Jack Black, we just saw in Mario, it was good. I like what he did. Some people were saying that Lizzo's a bad actress and stuff like that. Guys, I don't know about that. It was just a small role. You watched it in my reaction. If you watched my watch along, it's kind of like it was there. But some of the other criticisms were that the cameos are starting to take people out of The Mandalorian, and that's a bummer because it shouldn't be. The Mandalorian. You got to remember this. Grogu wasn't supposed to leave Mando at the end of season 2. He was supposed to go off with Luke and become a Jedi. But because everybody loved Grogu and Mando together, how can you have a show without them now? So Favreau had to course correct, and they kind of fixed that with. They should have brought that the storyline that was in Book of Boba Fett of him going to see him and stuff. That should have been in this season, showing them coming back together, because this season just picked up. If you never watched Book of Boba Fett, then you wouldn't have known what the heck happened. How did they get back together? You needed it, right? So this season has been kind of like mixed for people, and I can understand all the complaints. I think they should just go in and focus in on Bo-Katan and Mando and the retaking of Mandalore. That's what I think. Lucas Studio used to hire seasoned Shakespearean actors to play minor roles. Yeah. And the cameos. The argument that the cameos are too distracting for people, I agree with that. I was like, whoa, Jack Black is in this? It's a bit too much. It's fun, but it takes you out of the feeling of Star Wars. And that's the bummer. And it shouldn't be like that, but it's kind of like, look at the big cameos we can have this week on the show. Well, then you're admitting that the cameos themselves are upstaging the show, and they shouldn't be upstaging the show at all. But that's what's happening. You got 2 more episodes this season. I don't want them to go down the route of Moff Gideon, and he's trying to get the clones for Snoke up and running. I don't want to visit that storyline. Stay with Bo-Katan. Stay with them trying to retake Mandalore. You definitely do realize that Grogu has taken a step back, because he wasn't supposed to be in the season anymore. He wasn't supposed to be there anymore. So his storyline has fallen to the back. But we'll see how it comes together. I just felt like we needed to talk about that, because everybody's poo-pooing on it now. I'm not one of those people, because I do think that what Katie Sackhoff is doing with Bo-Katan is worth watching. And I kind of liked the episode with the droids and stuff like that. People are saying, well, if the droids move like that, why couldn't they do that? Well, did you not watch Attack of the Clones? Did you not watch the arena scene where they all come running in and stuff like that? They do run. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I know it's going to be a mixed season for a lot of people, but I thought that was definitely worth talking about. So, in case I missed anything else, I'm going to refresh the film updates page, and we'll get back into some other headlines here. Arglass says, I agree with the cameos are distracting. A workaround would have had Jack Black as a non-human race. Yeah, put him in some makeup. He can play other characters that don't look human. Like, he just played Bowser in the Super Mario movie. So, I mean, come on. Yeah. And perhaps Lizzo and Christopher Lloyd too. Christopher Lloyd too, yeah. It was cool. It's cool to have them involved, but you gotta mask it up, I think, because you don't want the show to come into people having that anticipation. Who's going to be the cameo this week? Who's going to be the cameo next week? It's like, wait a minute. You're watching The Mandalorian for The Mandalorian, not the cameos, right? So that argument is well taken. I agree with it. They got to use it sparingly going forward now. And I think that message is going to be heard, because Filoni and Favreau, they do pay attention to what we're saying. But as I said, this season, the storylines kind of got muddled up a little bit. It's just kind of like, what the heck is going on with that Pershing storyline then? Why did we have a whole episode, an hour-long episode with Pershing that just didn't seem to go anywhere? Like, that one really sticks out like a sore thumb now, right? All right, let's go over the film updates. As I said, guys, I got some stuff that I have to run out and do at 1 o'clock. So I got to have my breakfast here in half an hour, and then we'll do some stuff. So for some family issues. Hey, it comes up. Let's just see what's going on here. Interview, The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age. That's that spinoff that from the writer who did Downton Abbey, right? But in The Gilded Age takes place in New York. Carrie Coon, Interview Magazine, Carrie Coon, Pirate Bay series is in the works. Bella Ramsey, Dominic West, Ruth Negga, and Fiona Shaw to star in Monstrous Beauty. It follows an inspiring playwright in the court of King Charles II who suffers a rare condition that means she is covered in hair. She is covered in hair. What? Bella Ramsey? From The Last of Us? Is she going to be in this? Is she going to be the one that's covered in hair? Okay, and is he going to play King Charles II? Ruth Negga? Negga? Negga, guys. And Fiona Shaw. We just saw Fiona Shaw in Andor as Martha. And she did a really good job, too, in Martha. Her last monologue, she's a really good actress, too. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Who was that? Dominic West, right? And Ruth Negga. Neg. I'm not going to say that last name anymore in case people mishear it. Justin H. Min. Michelle Yeoh is going to be honored at Cannes, it looks like. Women in Motion Award. Okay. Well, she just won an Oscar. Why not? Super Mario made $32 million in its opening. Yeah. $160 million is now being projected for a 5-day opening. So where that previous article on THR says 128, some people are forecasting 160. Now, I still think that that's a little bit grandiose. It's good, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying maybe, okay, I'm going to say 130 million. I'll say 130 million. But when we looked at that tomato score, the critics don't like it, but audience do. It's a quick movie. That's what I like about it too. It's quick. It's not like a 2-hour film. I don't know what kids are doing. Yeah, you don't make a 2-hour movie for kids. Anyway, Beef, starring Stephen Wen. Ali Wong is now on Netflix. Currently 100% Beef. Yeah. Because of the weekend, guys, maybe I was thinking about doing a full live watch along for this. Beef. I don't even know what it's about. What the heck is Beef about? Let me pull up the IMDb for that. That's on Netflix. And hey, I'm always looking for things to add to our resume. Except for air. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, it's an episode guide. Oh, it's a series. Beef is a series. I thought it was a movie. So then, no, we won't be watching it. I'll be watching it by myself, maybe. How many episodes is it? I don't even know what the heck this is about. 2 people let a road rage incident burrow into their minds and slowly consume their every thought and action. So it's about road rage. Beef. Oh, having beefs. Okay. I thought was it about cooks? Or what the heck is going on here? About road rage, huh? 8 episodes. What? 10 episodes. Seriously? 10 episodes? That's a bit long. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the sounds of that. The box office for Mario is one thing. The merch is going to go through the roof. Yeah, the merchandise for Mario is going to go through the roof because they had all the toys and they had the popcorn boxes at the theater and stuff, the cups and stuff. So they're like it's going to be ridiculous. The trailer for Riley Keough, Gina Gamel's War Pony. Is that how you pronounce it? Keough? Keough? I don't know. There you go. Super Mario Bros. Movie. Cinema score. Yeah, that movie doesn't need to be worried about. For Taylor Page, Joan Adardo, and James Remar for Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry is that prequel to the It series. So we'll talk about this on the weekly roundup tomorrow morning. because we're doing the Horror Weekly tomorrow because I'm going out of town on Saturday probably. So there's going to be no show on Saturday, but we know that because I set that up for a flex day, right? Both of those will be flex days. I should have really had today being a flex day because we're going half an hour overtime right now talking about this stuff again. Okay, so for the prequel series to It, Welcome to Derry, is Andy Muschietti's coming back, and Taylor Page, James Remar. Okay, so still no confirmation about Bill Skarsgård coming back for this. Welcome to Derry, a prequel to It. You would think that they would have Pennywise in it because he's the monster. And you're not going to have Bill Skarsgård? If you can't get Bill Skarsgård attached to this, then I would say don't even bother. This cast looks competent. I just hope the idea lands. I hope it lands. Yeah, Kyo. You were right. Okay. New look at Joaquin Phoenix as Joker. Yeah, we saw that. We started off with that. Evil Dead was 10 years ago. We get a new Evil Dead film this month. Looking forward to that. Scream 6, April 25th on VOD. Really? April 25th. I had fun with it. I don't know if I'm ready to go back and revisit it right now to do a watch along, but hey, we did all the other Screams. Maybe we'll do that one next year when Scream 7 comes out. That's pretty much all that's been That's pretty much all that's been trending, guys. I'm sure that if something else big dropped, let me just pull up my page to see if I got a trailer that dropped. It's a quick show. I'll cut out the part for my review later on. It looks like there's a final Evil Dead Rise trailer that just dropped. So we'll talk about that tomorrow on the Horror Weekly Roundup. I don't think I need to do a trailer reaction for that. Yeah. And if Chris Schober were here, I'd tell him how I do the streaming services. But that's pretty much it today, guys. I got to run out. I got to eat and then spend some time with family. Hey, it's a long weekend. Happy Easter, everyone. I know tomorrow's Good Friday for a lot of people. We'll still be live. We'll still do content. I don't know if I'll even have time later today to do some shorts. I hope I can, but it's lower on my priority list. Thank you for joining me, Hourglass Vikings, Byford to Hobbit in the live chat. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, it is what it is. We just got to roll with the punches. I'll see you next time on Mirror Domains.